Here in the postgame after Tennessee picks up win number 2, defeating Austin Peay in the home opener 30-13. I know, 30-13. No one expected that. Goodness, Josh. And by the way, we're here in the tunnel underneath Neyland Stadium because we're in a lightning delay. It's pouring outside, so this is the best we can do. We're still at the stadium, but Josh Ward, Vince Ferrara. So what do you make of what we just saw, Josh?
I thought Tennessee would score twice the amount of points that it did. A little more than that. My score prediction. The offense just never got it in sync with what it needed to be in a number of ways. Passing game just couldn't get going. No downfield success really in the game. There were some plays that they made, but then they get in their own way. There's some penalties, some short yardage situations where they fell short. There were some positives. I mean, Jalen Wright and Jabari Small continue to show how important they are in this offense. But yeah, that's one where they're going to look at the tape and they're going to see a lot that they need to clean up. And everybody knows they have to be a lot better than what they were against Austin Peay to beat teams like Florida next week and beat the SEC.
It's really not sustainable for success in the SEC, right? To just do the short passing game and run the football. You have to be better and more dynamic than that. And it's shocking that they're not.
Sure, we think of all the explosive plays we saw a year ago, and we think about the excitement leading into the season with Joe Milton and his arm and his ability to move the ball down the field with the receivers that they have coming back, as well as a rise like Gordon. And it hasn't shown to this point yet. I still have a ton of confidence in Ramel Keaton being a playmaker in this offense. I think Ruben McCoy is continuing to show his physicality, make tough catches, push defenders forward after he's able to catch the football. So I think Bruce's been a bright spot overall. But yeah, they've got to move the ball down the field. Joe was 1 of 8 on passes that went 10+ yards in the air. That's not all him, but the passing game itself it has to have a lot more success in that area against better teams.
Yeah, Josh Heupel making it clear in the postgame that there's a lot of things. They just a lot of receivers deep middle, and it's not just the quarterback seeing it. The quarterback throws it, and they missed on some throws. Receivers drop balls. And then there's a protection where they had an open receiver down the field, but they couldn't get him the football and execute it. So I think fans need to keep that in mind. It's not an excuse, but there are a lot of things that are factors in those big plays.
Yeah. Part of the obvious issue is that those were problems against Austin Peay.
Right.
The players on the Florida side, and then with future SEC games, they're going to be even better. I mean, Florida's going to be much better than Austin Peay. It's very easy to look at last week and say, Southern Illinois put up 49, Tennessee put up 30. I would have never guessed that Tennessee would score this week against Austin Peay. If you told me 30 or 13, I would have thought, okay, well, Austin Peay must have hit a big play, but you still got 30 points in the first half, and then you tell me none of that's for the entire game. So, yeah, it was just it's one of the worst performances we've probably seen since Josh Heupel has been coach. If there was any fear, though, that Tennessee going to Gainesville could have any kind of thought of, oh, well, Florida's down, we'll just cruise in there. Surely that won't be the case. So everybody recognizes Tennessee needs to be better than it was against Austin Peay. My guess is the offense will be better moving forward this season. Last year, early on, there were some concerns. Now, against this level opponent, Tennessee just lit up the score.
Right.
And that would be a difference. So they have to be better. Everybody recognizes that.
Yeah, I think from final score, from eye test of performance, probably the worst against another conference opponent we've seen of that level. You're right, they've destroyed everybody.
Yeah, UT Martin and Akron last season, Tennessee put up 60+ in those games. So again, 30, and you can look at a lot of the numbers. The big play to McAllen Castles really helped save often in some areas. Third down, 3 of 12. Not good. But we talked about Jackson Ross needing to be better at punting after the opener, and I wondered, well, is he going to get any opportunities? He's got some opportunities. You didn't want to see him get that many opportunities, but maybe that's a positive coming out that he's able to be a little better.
And Josh, look, we haven't really been able to see and evaluate what the offensive line looks like in pass protection. Because they're not holding on the ball and not throwing it down the field. It's been allowed for a passing game. They run block really well. But I think that's still a little TBD with an offensive line right now. We'll see if Cooper Mace, I think comes back to the Florida game, it might change things.
Yeah, that's the biggest question to me. What's Cooper's status?
Right.
Josh Heupel talked in the middle of last week with phone calls about getting him to be 100% ready for the Florida game. Well, is he going to be 100% ready? Is he going to play? That's still a question going into the week. They're remaining optimistic, but we don't know that. So, does Cooper play or not? Obviously, is a big deal, and that can affect what they end up doing in left guard. So, there are reasons to be optimistic about what this offensive line is going to be, but I'm not going to be totally optimistic until I know that Cooper Mays is playing center.
Well, some positives. Aaron Beasley is playing at a first-team All-SEC level. I mean, incredible. 5 tackles for loss today, a couple of sacks. He played, as we kind of thought, played Mike linebacker without Keenan Peay. And at times, Aaron Carter was in the game, and then we saw Jeremiah T. Lander. He played really well. I thought you didn't see much from Elijah Herring, but man, Beasley, to be able to switch those Will and Mike positions and play so fast, man, that's a huge plus for this defense.
Yeah, there was a strong case to be made for Aaron Beasley as Orange Bowl MVP. The honor went to Joe Milton, which is perfectly fine. But Wesley Walker, after the game, said, you saw Beasley, how he played in the Orange Bowl, and he's carried that over, and I think it's absolutely true. Beasley's one of the most valuable players on the team now, right? Just in general, especially with Peay's injury. Beasley's just a really good player. He understands the positions, I guess, so well now, having to move into different spots. That I think he can be an All-SEC player at the end of the season. He just the progress he made last year showed what kind of player he was becoming, and I think he carried that over into the offseason to be even better linebacker. He's a really good player.
Defense wasn't perfect. They had some penalties and things like that, but still, I thought those Leos, the young Leos, the second-year Leos, Joseph's and Pierce, it was really Joseph's game, whereas Pierce was the one that broke out in the Virginia game. I mean, getting that kind of pass rush, that's huge moving forward. They can continue to grow.
Yeah, it seemed like Tennessee was still up front beating their guys.
Right.
You know, there weren't big plays. Austin Peay knew it. They had to get the ball out of there quickly. Credit to Austin Peay for what they were trying to do. I mean, they found success in a number of different ways with the best of their ability. But 7 sacks as a team, and one particular play, Beasley just knew that he was the free blitzer, so he was coming. Right. He knew he would get there. So I think, again, that speaks to his pre-snap understanding of what he needs to do. Pierce and Josephs are guys that have a ton of ability. I thought Joseph showed that at times last season. Pierce has shown that in the first 2 games, and we'll see more of those guys.
All right. Well, that's a wrap from Neyland Stadium. 30-13, Tennessee defeats Austin Peay, moves to 2-0, and now it's Florida week. So get your Gator dinner ready. It's that kind of week, but we'll have it covered for you completely. Not only on 99.1 the Sports Animal, you can hear Josh and Swing weekdays noon to 3 on 99.1 the Sports Animal. You can hear myself and John Wilkerson on Sports Talk weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. and then all the other great shows, the Arcane Show and Tyler and Will in the afternoons as well. Other Vols network programming throughout the week as well. And then all of our coverage, video and audio podcasts at 991thesportsanimal.com. Subscribe to all those podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. Jay Ward, appreciate it. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that'll do it from Neyland Stadium. You guys enjoy it. We'll talk to you soon. Here on 99.1 the Sports Animal. See you.